Yo, what's going on, man? Today is day 100 of the 1,000 Day Challenge. And, we're back in Canada, so I can give you guys some better videos. And overall, man, thinking about it, we're 100 days in. That means 10% of the challenge has gone by. And while I have made some progress, I definitely have more work on my side to really hit that goal. But it makes me move with a sense of urgency now that I'm like, shit, we're like 100 days deep. But what I wanted to share with y'all today is what I'm trying to do with my fitness biz, as well as just like even YouTube and shit. And what I'm talking about today can be useful for you too, if you're someone who wants to run a business or wants, whenever you want a social status or something, this can definitely help you out in that realm. All right. And that's just having what my mentor told me, which was having the authority, or being the authority of the highway. And this is useful for when you want to sell yourself to someone, as well as if you are looking for mentorship from someone. You should definitely keep this in mind. And that's a simple fact that if, for example, if you wanted to get in shape yourself, okay? If you wanted to get in shape yourself, you would go to someone who, you would more likely buy from someone who is in shape themselves versus someone who is not in shape. Because it's like, what the fuck? Like, how are you going to teach me how to get into shape when you're not in shape yourself? Like subconsciously you think that. Same thing with all these people on YouTube who are trying to sell you some course when it comes to making money, all right? You gotta show some type of wealth or status to really show people like, yeah, I make money, bro. And I'll keep it real. That's part of the reason why, I chose my mentor, because in his field, he made already millions of dollars and there was proof of it through fitness, okay? I didn't just trust no random person to teach me how I could make my own fitness business that had not made money or millions of dollars before. And that's the other thing to it. You gotta find the people who are elite. So what's it called again? Like, okay, there's one thing of just being in good shape. Like, you're not fat, you're not overweight, you may have some big arms or anything, but then there's people who are absolutely ripped, okay? You need to have the elite status in order to sell yourself to many people and give them or make them believe in you or entrust who you are as a person in order to buy your product or service. And the same thing comes for when it comes to a mentorship. You don't want someone who's like, yeah, I'll teach you how to make a lot of money, but the most amount of money I made in a single year was only $70,000 or $80,000. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're basically, it's like when your friend or your uncle is trying to give you some advice on how to make money. It's just like, yeah, you may take some of the advice, but like, would you trust them compared to if they were pulling up in a Lambo or had the Rolex on and has all the materialistic shit you got? That's why, like, sometimes a lot of these people who are influencers, messing up my words today. A lot of these people who are influencers and stuff, they'll buy like shit that may not be in their budget, but because it's gonna help them market themselves better, it ends up bringing them more money anyways. All right. So the point and gist of this video is that whether you are selecting who you want to learn from, or you want to sell more people into trusting you and wanting to buy something from you, you gotta be the authority on the highway. And that means that you can't just be a little bit above the average when it comes to the authority. All right. You can't be a little bit above the average. You have to be the elite standard. So when you're the elite standard, then most people are like, shit, I want to work with him. I want to work with that dude. You feel me? But if you're just a little bit above average, you could get people, but it's just not as many people would trust you. And if not as many people would trust you, then you won't obviously make as much money as someone who is actually elite. All right, man? But hopefully I was able to explain the Authority Highway to you guys. If you liked the video and want to share your thoughts, comment it below. Check out my Instagram at Shook Training. Other than that, I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow for day 101.